Integration in logical learning.
Today we are going to learn about Geography, Class 9, Weathering, prepared and presented by Barsha Goswami. Now the synopsis. What is weathering? How is erosion different from weathering? The types of weathering, physical weathering and its types, chemical weathering and its types, biological weathering and the effects of weathering. Now what is weathering? Weathering is the breakdown of the rocks at the earth's surface by the action of rainwater. Extremes of temperature and biological activity. It does not involve the removal of rock material. Weathering is static. It occurs in situ, on-site, that is, in the same place with no movement. How is erosion different from weathering? Erosion is the process by which soil and rock particles are worn away and moved elsewhere by wind, water or ice. Weathering involves no moving agent of transport. Now let's talk about the types of weathering. There are the three types: physical weathering, chemical weathering and biological weathering. Now what is physical weathering? Physical weathering is also known as the mechanical weathering. Physical weathering is caused by the effects of changing temperature on rocks, causing the rock to break apart. It is a physical process during which the rock gets broken into smaller pieces. It can occur in many ways. Extreme temperature changes can cause the rock to break in very hot and dry regions like the deserts. The process is sometimes assisted by the water. There are three main types of physical weathering: block disintegration, granular disintegration and exfoliation. Now what is block disintegration? In block disintegration, a rock disintegrates due to the changes in the temperature and the repeated cycle of freezing and thawing. During the day, the surface of the rock gets heated, causing them to expand, while at night the temperature cools down, causing the rocks to contract. This causes the rock to crack and are split along the joints into larger rectangular shaped blocks. What is granular disintegration? It is a process of physical weathering where, due to the temperature changes, repeated heat and cooling occurs. As a result of alternative expansion and contraction of the minerals in the rocks, causes the rock to break down into small pieces. As you can see, the two pictures are given here in the right hand side. Now what is exfoliation? Exfoliation is also known as onion skin weathering. It often occurs in the hot areas like the deserts, where the temperature is often high in the daytime and eventually decreases in the night. Differential heating and cooling of the results separation of the successive thin shells from the massive rocks like granite or the basalt. Now let's move on to chemical weathering. The process of weathering by which the chemical reactions transform rocks and minerals into chemical combinations. It is the process by which the rocks are broken down by the chemical reactions. Water is the main agent of the chemical weathering. The chemical weathering of the rocks is conducted in a variety of ways like oxidation, carbonation, hydration and hydrolysis. Now what is oxidation? Oxidation takes place when the oxygen reacts with the earth materials. Oxygen dissolved in the water combines with the atoms of the metallic elements present in the silicate minerals. This is the process that causes rust. When iron in rocks react with the oxygen, it forms the iron oxide which weakens the rock. 4Fe plus 3 plus 3O2 gives 2Fe2O3. Carbonation. Carbonation is another type of chemical weathering. It is the mixing of water with carbon dioxide to make the carbonic acid. This type of weathering is important in the formation of caves. Now the dissolved carbon dioxide rainwater or in the moist air forms the carbonic acid, and this acid reacts with the minerals in the rocks, limestone or feldspar, converts the calcium carbonate to the calcium bicarbonate, which is soluble and carried off by the groundwater. H2O plus CO2 gives H2CO3 and CaCO3 plus H2CO3 gives Ca plus 2 HCO minus 3. Now what is hydration? Hydration is a process by which the certain types of mineral expand as they take up the water, causing additional stress in the rock. Hydration involves the absorption of water, like which occurs during the conversion of the hematite to the limonite. Some geologists call the hydration is a physical weathering because the new product is not chemically different from its precursor. 2Fe2O3 plus 3H2O gives 2Fe2O3 into 3H2O. Now what is hydrolysis? Hydrolysis of the solution is an exchange reaction involving the materials and the water. Free hydrogen H plus and OH minus ions in water are able to replace the mineral ions and drive them into a solution. As a result, the mineral's atomic structure is changed into a new form. It is a process where the silicate minerals like the potassium feldspar are weathered and a clay mineral is formed. 2KlSi3O8 plus 2H2 plus NH2O gives Al2Si2O5OH4 plus 4H4SiO4 plus 2K2 plus. Now what is biological weathering? Biological weathering is the disintegration or the decay of the rocks and the minerals caused by the chemical or the physical agents of the organisms through the certain biological actions. Organic activity from lichen and algae, rock disintegration by the plant growth and the plant roots, burrowing and the tunneling organisms, and the secretion of the acids. Living organisms contribute to the weathering processes in many ways. Trees put down the roots through joints or cracks in the rock in order to find moisture. As the tree grows, the roots gradually prise the rock apart. Many animals such as pedicels bore into the rocks for protection, either by scraping away the grains or secreting acid to dissolve the rock. Even the tiniest bacteria, algae and lichens produce the chemicals that help the breakdown of the rock on which they live, so they can get the nutrients they need. Now let's talk about the effects of weathering. The main effects of weathering is the development of a layer of the loose material on the surface of the earth, which is the basis for the process of the soil formation. The weathering prepares the material which is transported by the process of erosion and deposition. Eroded material is then transported from one place to the another by the agents of gradation and gets accumulated, eventually giving rise to the new landforms. Weathering is one of the most important phenomena that keeps changing the Earth's physical appearance constantly. Thank you, my students.